AI is the future of gaming. That's right. For those of you that are like, oh no, AI, it's coming, it's going to destroy us. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe Skynet's a thing. AI is going to destroy gaming. Oh no. I mean, maybe. Is that how the anti-gaming AI crowd is? Or is it more like this? AI is not going to work in gaming. It's going to destroy gaming. I think it's probably more like that. I don't think so. I think AI is here to stay, and AI, I think, is going to enhance gaming in multiple ways. And Xbox is testing its Copilot, which is its AI. This is on the user side, which I think is very interesting. Now, no doubt, when AI drops and comes to gaming, there will be some things that are gimmicky. That's the nature of throwing things at a wall, of testing, of experimenting, of seeing, hey, there's this new technology that we're trying to utilize here in gaming. How is it going to work? We're trying to utilize it via Copilot for the Xbox app. What works, what doesn't work, what is the most useful for gamers? You don't know until you try. And so part of that, some things are going to hit. Some things are going to be very useful for us that we'll use all the time. And some things just won't. Now, if I had AI, maybe my lights could work. Normally, I've got a blue background. I don't know what it is. They're not working today. I don't know why. It's like they're broken. It's freaking AI. Could fix that. We're going to go over that news story today. We're going to go over really the discussion of the Xbox app and AI. How is it going to work? Do I think it will work? What do I think will be gimmicky? What do I think will be most useful on the user side, on the gamer side? No doubt on the development side, lots of AI applicability there, from assets to NPCs to conversations in game to just speeding up automated processes really fast, which a lot of developers and studios are already using at this point, no doubt. So we're going to go over that today. We're also going to go over this news story, an Elite controller. We're getting the Elite Controller 3. It's coming. Very excited. We're going to go over all the details there. Over at Game Rant. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. I drop videos like this all the time. Normally I've got a cool blue background, but we're just coming at you normal today. Also, if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a member. It very much helps support the channel. You get a loyalty badge when we live stream, stuff like that. Okay, let's jump into this. This is TechCrunch.com. Microsoft starts testing Copilot for gaming in Xbox app for iOS and Android. Microsoft announced on Wednesday that it has started rolling out the beta version of its Copilot for gaming experience. Beta testers can access the experience in the Xbox app on iOS and Android. The early version of the experience allows the assistant to answer questions about the games you're interested in, give you links to more information, and answer questions based on your account, play history, achievements, and more. For example, you could ask it something like, what's my gamer score and can you give me some tips to raise it? Or, I love horror movies. Any suggestions for what game I should play? As for questions about your play history or account, you could ask something like, what was the last achievement I got in Starfield? Or, when does my Game Pass subscription renew? Now, can you compare your gamer score? Can you say, hey, how does my gamer score compare to blah, 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 and then name one of your friends, Gamertech? That would be cool. In this early version of the feature for mobile, you'll be able to access Copilot for gaming on a second screen without distracting you from your core gameplay experience. Once you ask Copilot a question, it looks at your player activity on Xbox alongside public information from Bing to formulate a response. Microsoft says it's working to add more personalization and richer game assistance, such as proactive coaching to Copilot for gaming in the future. The beta version of Copilot for gaming is available in English for players aged 18 and older in the US, as well as, is it in the UK? Because it's in a bunch of countries here. Shout out if you're in those countries. I do not see the UK. Oh, UK. Nope. I don't see the UK, but US is one of them. So US players. Microsoft plans to release the experience in additional regions at a later time. Now, all of the stuff listed there is kind of gimmicky. Let's just be honest. But this is a test period. This is a learn period. Just giving AI access. What Xbox is doing here is giving AI access to your personal account and then figuring out, I'm sure, and collecting data on how are players utilizing this most, what is most helpful. Now, when they demoed the trailer, the reveal trailer for Copilot and talked about it, what I think was the most useful is a gaming recap for individual games. Hey, what was I doing in this game? That's the most useful. One of the things that they highlighted that I think is a little bit controversial is, hey, I'm fighting this boss fight. How do I beat it? And then it tells you how to beat it. Yes, yeah, players are like, oh, that's cheating and that's it. There will be no more hard games. Well, that kind of already exists. You're just removing the step of going to Google. Players just have to use the honor system. Hey, I've done it. Hey, I've not done it. Hey, did you do it on your own? Did you figure it out? Part of the fun is figuring it out. If you're someone that doesn't find fun in that, but finds fun in dominating and a character and going and cheating and looking up the how to beat a boss, then more power to you. That's the way you enjoy the game. But I think most gamers are pretty like, let me see if I can figure this out. And only when you absolutely can't and it's ruining your game, then do you go look, oh, I can't find this one thing. Where is it at? Oh, duh, it was right in front of my face. There it is. AI is coming, and I think that there's an interesting future. I think the most obvious future for AI in gaming is on the game development side. Real time. Think the example that I most like to use is I love NCAA college football, and right now there is pre-recorded reactions from announcers there, and eventually as you play you hear all of them. But imagine utilizing AI if it can come up with reactions in real time based solely on your game. And that is possible. That makes every game fresh. That makes every game new. You could do the same thing with commentators over first-person shooters, over real-time strategy, which traditionally don't have commentators. But imagine now you have commentators in your headset doing that. I think it makes it really interesting. I think another obvious use case for AI is NPC chat. Right now, you can have conversations with ChatGPT, for instance, large language models, LLMs, as they're called. And it's pretty good. It's like talking to a person. You can literally have a conversation via text with your AI. Now imagine eventually bringing that in game, and it's limitless. You give it knowledge about not just what you've discussed, for instance, with this NPC, but then it's tied to a system that knows what you've discussed everywhere. It could tailor its answers to you. It could tailor its answers to specific missions. It can answer you on the fly. You could get to know someone that way. It will be crazy. Video games are about to reach mind-boggling craziness as far as relationship building in a game is concerned, as far as NPCs in games are concerned, and all that is due and will be due to AI. Not to mention, by the way, just speeding up development, making it easier to replicate things, taking tasks that are usually very tedious and manual and automating them via AI. There's a lot of use cases there that are already in place, that are already being used, and will only continue to be used in the future. So that's very, very exciting. I would love to know what you guys think. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe you don't think this Copilot is gimmicky right now. I think it's gimmicky, but you start with gimmicky because you learn from gimmicky and you go from there to stuff that is actually useful. When we think of AI in gaming, at least for myself, I mostly think about it on the in-game experience. I've never really thought about it on this user experience. Xbox thinking about it and trying it, and Microsoft is a good thing, and it's going to be interesting to see what they learn. It's going to be interesting to see what can they come up with that genuinely benefits us, that genuinely takes us to this next level and is a help to us and improves our gaming experience overall. That's going to be fascinating and interesting. Let me know if you have any ideas how they're going to utilize this in the Copilot app for Xbox below. Let me know in the comments. Let me know where I'm right. Let me know if you disagree with me, if you think AI is not the future. I don't think that's accurate, but let me know in the comments. I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be, but I'm not. Let's go to our next story. Rumor. This is over at Game Rant, guys, GameRant.com. Rumor, new Xbox controller could be announced soon. Boom. And I think this is the Elite controller, especially. A reliable insider has suggested that Microsoft could be gearing up to unveil a major addition to the Xbox controller lineup in the coming weeks. The controller in question may well be the long-rumored successor to the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2, bringing significant advancements in design and features. Significant advancements. Launched in November 2019, yes, the Xbox Series 2 controller has been quite popular. It's my favorite controller. I actually have this one, the white one, hands down. It's my favorite controller. The Elite Controllers 2 have been on sale for nearly 6 years now. Many Xbox fans have been wondering where its successor is, especially after the PS5's DualSense controller debuted innovative features like haptic feedback and adaptive triggers all the way back in 2020. I think adaptive triggers are even more important than haptic feedback in my mind, in single-player titles especially. Last month, Notable insider Jez Corden reported that Microsoft was prototyping 3 new Xbox controllers, we covered that actually here on this channel, including a successor to the Elite Series 2. At the time, he predicted that the Elite Series 3 controller might not break cover until the launch of Xbox next console. That timeline may have changed, though, as in a recent Windows Central report, Corden claims to have it on good authority that the Xbox Elite Series 3 controller is not only real, but could be revealed during the upcoming Xbox Game Showcase on June 8th. Here's the thing. The Xbox, that does make sense because the Xbox Game Showcase, they've already released a ton of big stuff. The Oblivion remake, the Gears remake, those are stuff that traditionally you would hold for a game showcase. So what huge announcements? Hardware announcements? Absolutely. A new controller? Absolutely would be huge. Do you unveil the ROG Ally partnership and show off the handheld and the UI for that handheld? I think absolutely we're going to see that. So it makes sense that we're going to see an Elite Series 3 controller, or rather it would make sense that we could see one at the game's showcase. According to Corden's report, Microsoft will modernize the Xbox Elite Series 3 controller and improve the offering leaps and bounds over the Elite Series 2. What does that mean? Specifics on what's new for the Elite Series 3 controller remain under wraps, but Corden's wording alludes to major improvements in ergonomics, quality, and features, which could include counterparts to the DualSense haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. It makes sense. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer even praised the DualSense features a few years ago, so it wouldn't be surprising if the Elite Series 3 controller adapts some, if not all of them. I mean, I think you're going to see a direct Wi-Fi connection in that controller. With all the future controllers, you're going to see that as well. You're going to see better components. One of the problems that has common is drift on the sticks with the Elite controller. I think for the most part they have fleshed that out, but you're going to see even better, more high quality components. You're paying a few $100s for this controller. It should be the most high end components possible. Haptic feedback, yes. Adaptive controllers, do we think we're going to see that? Yeah, absolutely. I also think we're going to see a different shape. I think we're going to go more elongated, similar to what the PlayStation did. PlayStation widened its grip, and it does feel good in your hands. And I think it actually feels better than the Xbox controller. What? That's right. Slight edge. Xbox has always had the edge there until this generation, and it's that elongated form. It just feels better in your hand. I think Xbox, at least according to leaks, remember we got those leaks that showed off some information on the controllers. It was longer. I think we're going to see that with the Xbox Elite 3 as well. The question, do you think we're going to see this at the showcase? I think, yeah. I mean, and the only reason I think yes is we know nothing else. There's no other smoke. This is the smoke. Where there's smoke, there is fire. We already know we're going to see. It's a reality that we see what the handheld hardware looks like with the partnership with the ROG Ally, what that UI looks like. It makes sense to now go into controller territory, make a splash, make some news. This is over and beyond games. And show us what you're thinking of here. A refresh with the Elite 3 controller. I know I would personally be incredibly hyped about it and be all about it. Be very interested to see. What do you guys think, though? Lift to wake functionality, something that the Nintendo Switch does very, very well. Would also, not the Nintendo Switch, but the Nintendo Pro Controller does very well, and I love, and increases the battery life tenfold. Super cool. Super cool. I think we're going to get native. One of the things they mentioned here in the article is native cloud gaming support. We're absolutely going to get that. That's the direct to Wi-Fi connection, because cloud is the future as well, part of gaming. I would love to know what you guys think. What do you want to see in the Elite controller? Would you buy an Elite controller 3? What's your favorite price point, or not favorite? What price point would you pick for it if it had all these new features, all the bells and whistles? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. That's going to do us for today. Consider becoming a member and supporting the show. Get that loyalty badge. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.